Hi, it's June 16th again, 2026 this time. Um, in my previous June 16th vlog, I heard that I only cook, clean, and go to work. And that is partially true. Another thing is added, I also spend my time studying now. And that's one of the biggest changes for my personal life. Um, other than moving into a new place, I will make a new vlog with the house tour. But I do want to talk about my university journey, you can say. So, in my life, I'm now 25 years old. This is my first time. I'm a first year student, and this is my first time studying. And it was a quite a hectic journey, to be honest, an emotional one. The disappointment was in the background of my life. I did move on to other things because I had no other choice. The first university I got into was UKZN, and that was to study film. And I think that was around 2022. Yeah, 2022. And I didn't go because NISFAS rejected me. And that was the first disappointment. Because it was shocking because we were struggling at home. We had food to eat, but because people were helping us, my parents did not have a steady income, and it shocked me that the government thinks that they were okay financially. Because it is in Durban, and I was a little bit scared to go there because Durban is like known to be dangerous. There's always a reason why God doesn't put you in a place, you know? That's how I see it now. The second university I got into was Rhodes University, and that's in Grahamstown, very far away from Coxted. And by the time admissions started, I wasn't accepted into NSFAS. But once the date went past, right? I mean, not admissions, registration. Once the date went past, I stopped looking at NSFAS's portal because I just got into a new relationship, and I was thinking, do I want to go there and break this up, or do I want to stay and try again a different way? That was my thoughts. And the other thought was that I did not want to be disappointed by NSFAS again. And guess what? I actually was accepted. And I only saw around this time when I applied again. And I was like, what? It was mind blowing because my life would have been so much different. I wouldn't be here taking this video in my own flat and independent and all those kinds of things. And as I keep saying, it's God's plan. Um, I'm finally getting a qualification, balancing full time work, full time study, and taking care of my house, taking care of my partner. It has been difficult in some instances where I get so stressed trying to finish everything and starting for this test and doing the washing and doing the dishes and paying the bills and spending time with Curtis, and it does get very overwhelming. There has been fights. There hasn't been any failures on my part in first semester. I actually am doing quite well, given the circumstances. But transitioning that into our lives has been a challenge. But I think despite the challenge, I am doing well, and that's the reward for me. Next month, I'm starting practicals, first year practicals, at Rivermead Christian Academy, and I am quite nervous about it, but I am at least working with understanding people. Well, the principal is understanding, and it's some place I can walk to. It's not a hassle. It's just gonna be cold, and I'm excited and nervous about the situation. But anyway, that's that. Now I am about to go into town to get some few things because Curtis is going to the hospital tomorrow in Pietermaritzburg to get surgery done on his hand, and that'll be another video explaining the experience. While I'm in town, I literally just forget to vlog because it's so weird. Just been doom scrolling, trying to calm down a bit. Not that it was a stressful situation, and also new angle, fit for the day. I need new shoes before I go for my practical. I got Curtis a gown, a new pair of sweatpants, sweatshirt, and some toiletries. And he's gonna be back in about an hour, so I have to clean that terrible bed and wash the dishes and then cook. Here's one thing I want to say though that I need to add. About 2 weeks ago, I caught Curtis chatting to girls using a fake profile, obviously as that fake person, and he's been doing it for about a year or so. And one of the girls works at Mr. Price, which is a place I have an account at, so I go there quite often to buy things when I need them, and it includes these things that I bought today. And I just felt terrible being in the shop. I tried to just be in my own space and breathe and focus on what I was trying to get there. All I could think about was how embarrassing is it if all these people know that he was chatting to this girl and they know that we are engaged because they have social media, they see us together because I'm sure we've been there before, and they see me often. It was just so annoying, so much so that I even said to him, "It looks like this girl doesn't work here anymore." And he was like, "Okay." And then I was like, "But I'm sure you knew that already." And it probably pissed him off a little bit, but it's bad for me to hurt him just because I feel hurt. But he deserves to know how disturbed I am. He's going through a lot, but he's also putting me through a lot. I go out of my way to support him because I love him and I chose to be with him, and we're engaged. So one day we will want to be married, and that's the kind of commitment you keep as a married person. It's a hard feeling, wondering if I will get the energy returned. That's it for today, people. That's it for today, folks. I don't know who's watching. I don't know if anybody's watching until the end, but if you are still here, thank you. Bye.